this is Raining Crescent, and welcome back to Project DOT. Although I had to take a break from the project, that does not mean that I wasn't thinking about it. Quite a few things have changed in terms of the theory of the game. Namely, I've realised that I've already been putting more of a focus on platforming, so I've decided to commit to it, and have the game be more focused on that, instead of dodging enemies. In addition, this break has given me some perspective on how large the first floor of the dungeon is, so I've decided there will not be more than one floor, as I would like to finish this project at some point. With that said, this is what I've managed to get done within the past couple of weeks. After placing some of the enemies within the level, I came to the realisation that even when the switch blocks were turned off, they still refused to walk through them, so unfortunately they had to be scrapped. This, however, did lead to a new idea. I decided to make the enemies able to fly instead of having to walk on the ground. This means that I can make the level design more open in terms of platforming, instead of having to have a ground the enemies can walk along. When you enter specific parts of the map, one of these enemies will be spawned in. It will then home in on your location. Depending on where it is in the map depends on how fast it will be and how long it will exist before it destroys itself. The flying glitches also have the ability to go through walls. When a flying glitch gets close to you, it will stop and then shortly after it will explode. This will do damage to the player if they are within its radius. At the moment there isn't a visual for this apart from green text being printed at the top of the screen if you are within the range when it explodes. In addition, because I am able to manipulate the speed and length that the glitches exist for, I'm considering having increased glitch speed as something that Virus can activate. This new section of the level has paths that are easier on both sides compared to the central route. However, these side paths can be cut off once Virus has reached a certain level. This leads to a large open room with multiple paths through it. If the player goes right, they'll find a platforming section where they have to jump between bars that are adjacent to each other. This was inspired by parkour snakes in Minecraft. The second path is on the left and can be only accessed if the pink blocks are the ones which are tangible. This allows the player to make it to the next area much quicker than the other route. Finally, if the blue blocks are the ones that are tangible, you're able to take a route on the left to get to an area where data spawns more frequently. The last bit I added to the map also includes a new mechanic, these triangular moving platforms. As you can see, this room is filled with them, and also has multiple paths. This right one is quicker, however it can be blocked off with firewall. There is also a flying enemy in the room, which makes platforming more difficult as you try and avoid it and move quickly. That's all the progress I have to show for now. Today's art piece is a witch that I drew for a TCG I was going to make. Unfortunately, the concepts weren't interesting enough and the game didn't quite function properly, so I had to drop it. Raining Crescent, signing off.